Okay, so we showed you all the stuff that comes inside the system except for one thing, because we need to use these to play it.
AR games.
Or AR cards that are for AR games.
AR games is the program. Cards is what you need to play the game.
Now, for those of you who want to know what's in it, well, I might just open it and show you instead of just go through the list. Inside each one of these pouches contains 6 cards. This is the main AR card itself. You'll see this in almost everything else. In fact, it's even the logo on the actual program. This is where everything is done. The entire game is surrounding this card. But there's another mode which will use these 5 character cards from Nintendo, which we'll show in a second. So let's zoom in.
It's also good to note these cards actually are usable in other games. Right now, Nintendo is the one that does it right now.
Well, no, there's other games that use it, I think.
But like, you put down those cards, like Samus's, the Samus card, like it'll have Samus's helmet on the dog, and stuff like that. It's fun little things. It's fun to see where Nintendo takes down the road. But for now, let's look at AR games.
All right. You looking at this camera, Ian? I have no idea what that creature is. I'll just call him Airman. So let's get right into it. And then for this, we're going to need to probably pan inward like this. Now, every time you start this program, you're going to have to go through this tutorial.
Just to remind you that you have to use the AR cards.
Yep, the 6 AR cards above this are included with the system. Let's get out your question mark AR card. Play it on a flat surface, whatever this is. In a well-lit area. Oh man, are we in a well-lit area, Tony?
We might be.
We're in the basement, so AR guards are difficult to read in the dark. You gotta stay within 30 degrees with 14 inches apart. This is a mathematic problem in here somewhere. And you can move around with the card different view, but watch your step. Alright, so let's get the card out. Hey, there it is. Can you see it? Apparently it can. And already about 14 inches from the card.
Now, it's good to note that if you ever lose these cards, Nintendo has these up for download on their support website. So you can always print them out on a
wait, what's going on?
8.5 by 11
Whoa! Hey,
card
okay,
for
so
bigger images.
Apparently wants to shoot at him, so...
shoot the core, Alex.
Shoot! Oh! He got him. Alright, so he seems happy enough that he's shot in the face. And now he's going to fall down with 5 other friends. So, here's the game. There are 6 modes, and I'm going to show you the first one right now. Archery.
Now, of course, by the way, it's good to mention that you'll unlock these as you play through. So you won't have all the modes open when you first start the game. You'll first start with Archery, and you'll slowly unlock the other modes.
Alright, so, we have to shoot the targets. So let's do just that. I'm trying to not move it too far for the camera. Oh man, I hit the bullseye.
Now, this is where it
follow me. Let's look in. And there it is!
And there's other modes where it actually gets more crazy than that.
Or crazier, if you actually want
more
to use,
crazy?
if you want to use proper
English.
All right.
This is AR games.
Boom.
You need English.
Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that, Tony.
Look what you're doing to the stool.
Now, notice I'm not playing with 3D. The hardest problem with not playing with this in 3D is you might not be able to actually sense the depth of where you're shooting.
But also, it's a bit difficult playing in 3D as well, because sometimes you have to move around.
Sometimes the camera gets a little wonky. Oh, whoa! Better get my hand out of there. What's this?
A statue?
I don't know. Let's find out, shall we?
Now, this isn't the first time AR games have been around.
Where's that other target?
It's just that this is the first time that's actually being released with the console.
Uh-oh, what's going on? Ah, it's a dragon! Oh no! What's weird? Those ears or
horns or something? Oh no! Move!
Ah! Oh, I got slashed. Oh, I got its head hit.
You have to go around and back out.
The problem is that apparently I messed up, so I have to zoom out and wait for the card to get recognized again.
See, this is where the game gets problematic, is because if the second you lose sight of the card, the game freezes up.
Thankfully, it doesn't have enemies start attacking out of nowhere.
Yeah.
All right, back to where we were.
So, one thing I hope that they do down the road is to make it so, like a larger panel or something, so that way you don't always lose.
All right, so
yourself in the game.
Minute 15, which is not the fastest we've ever done.
Nope, sadly.
All right. So with that, let's go to the next game. Fishing. Actually, let's do AR shot next.
You don't have to show them the whole games. Just
the 3 games here?
No, just show them a little snippet of these games.
Alright.
We don't want to ruin the
experience. if you don't already have it. All right, so, well, okay, so in this game essentially is like golf, except more like billiards. Here you'll see the world has essentially been bulged upward. You can even see my hand come in and get bulged up itself. The point is that this is supposed to be like golf, where you have to try and shoot it into that little area there and go, yeah!
Obviously, it's easy at first.
One shot clear. That's so cool. Alright, and what's going on here? It seems to be we have this little loop-de-loop here, so let's try and get this going in this area, and... Whoa, whoa! This is definitely more of a showcase of how you can modify the real world with AR games. Wait. Oh, okay, this one requires me to... Actually, I can do this way and still get it to work right. Yep.
Yeah! Alright, that's far enough. We don't want to spoil the game for people.
Alright.
That one actually has water. There's other ones that have lava.
Yep. Let's do a little bit of fishing. Fishing, I think, is my favorite of the three games that are the main games of this.
It has a lot of extra things to do with it.
You know, in particular, the game really is a very calming, and you don't have to move so much because moving seems to be slower on this. Because look at this, I'm just shake it back and forth. Kind of becomes hard for it to recognize because the two cameras have to work together. All right, so let's cast my line. You can move, and then you can tilt up gently to pick up fish. So let's launch ourselves in, and now the DS become
a pond. Oh, my table has become a
pond.
Uh-oh, he's gonna get something.
Uh-oh, let's go and nibble. Oh! Red snapper! Very tasty. I prefer what's in the box, though. Alright.
Oh, you scared the fish away.
I did not scare the fish away. He just
totally scared the fish away.
He vanished from existence. Oh, what's this one? I think it's the salmon. Yeah!
Salmon!
Now, each type of fish actually has their own different point values, so it's actually interesting to try and see at a higher score, to try and get the big fish and not have the little ones nibble. You have 2 minutes to fish before a particular event happens, and then... Whoa, whoa! That wasn't the one I wanted.
Minnow.
I cannot pronounce Bakaruta.
Oh, mackerel. It's not even. I don't know.
5 points.
Alright, that's enough of the fishing game.
Alright. Let's put it this way, both of those two games we didn't finish with you, they have their own little bosses at the end, too. And there's 3 other modes that you get immediately. So let's get right here. There's graffiti. Actually, to be honest, you actually have to unlock these by playing the 3 games.
My question is, did I draw something in this already?
I may have. Why? Does it stay? Okay, so it wants me to draw a picture. So let's draw a smile, right?
There we are.
Now you can see I can take the image and rotate it, and you can see that it's actually...
Actually, you can move them around with the circle pad, you know that?
I can? Oh, isn't that kind of weird? Okay. We can also mess around with it, too. Let's make it some waves. You get something really spicy. Oh, you got fire. Real spicy.
Obviously, it's fun and all to play around with the touchscreen. It's similar to what you can do with Super Mario 64 DS. On the title screen, you can mess around with that.
Multicolored glowing? Wait, I think I know why it's multicolored glowing. Here, see it? That it's right there. So let's put it to something else. Let's do red. Speaking of red, let's see if I can erase this for a second, though. Oh, it's actually we can erase all. Let's erase it with the pig. Okay, now that you're all slightly freaked out now, let's get the red out and let's draw something. Let's just something quick.
I wonder what this would be.
That's the only life I got. I'm not the artist here, okay? Yeah, he's kind of stabbing through it. But you can see, right here, we've created Therm! Our mascot. Not doing so hot here, but you can also draw stars.
He's sparkly!
I didn't know
he's dying in glitter. The glitter! It's everywhere.
He's also haunted. Alright, We can also draw put images on, so we can draw
Kirby. If you really
Kirby.
wanted to draw Kirby on top of him.
He's haunted by Kirby's. But anyway, you can also save your images, but we're not going to, since I just kind of screwed that one up.
Yeah.
You can save it and put it into the channel by taking pictures. The camera.
Yeah, the camera channel, and look at him later. Okay.
All right, so we have 2 more. These 2 do not require the assistance of the stylus. All right, the first thing. Oh, this is this one first. Mii Pics. The next 2 are actually kind of the same thing. But they're separated, which is kind of weird. I would imagine they'd be not separate, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna play a game called Mii. Oh, you just say use a touchscreen. All right, so we're gonna add a Mii to this image. Let's use Mii because that seems like
appropriate.
There I am. Oh, there's my Mii, anyways. And apparently, I remain perfectly still, but I rotate around using this. But I can, in fact, change my pose by pressing the A and B buttons.
Hey, did you notice this little guy sticking on your touchscreen?
Yep, what's he saying?
I don't know.
He tells you everything.
Oh, cool.
I can change my Mii.
You can change your expression on the Y button.
I'm so happy to be me.
Now you're too small to be you. Now you're sad.
Now I'm
unsure.
I'm unsure. Now I'm crazy. Now I'm yelling. Now I'm like yawning. Now I'm winking. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like this one better. Anyway, if you want to take a picture, I can take a picture. Also, you can see it in 3D, but you can't. That's pretty much all you can do, really. You can add other Mii's into the picture. You can have them do funny antics, like one of them pushing the other over. That sort of deal. But we're not going to do that. We're going to show you this last one here, called Star Pics. And that one requires...
the other cards.
I don't want to move them yet. I don't want to remove Mr. AR from existence. Not right now, anyways. Alright, so... what do I do? Well, let's throw this guy in and see what happens. You'll see here that we can use AR cards, character AR cards. And you can, let's put down one, but make sure the cards don't overlap, and you can change poses just like you did in the previous one. So let's throw all of them in and see what they do. So let's see. Here's Samus. Got some Link in here. From Wind Waker, no less, even though there's no Wind Waker game in progress for the 3DS. We got Mario here. Oh, I kind of screwed that one up. Yep.
Mario, let's go!
I got some Kirby in the background here. And let's throw in with some Pikmin at the end. So,
there we are.
That's all of them. So if I want to take a picture and be able to see them all in fabulous 3D and the 3D camera area, then you can do that. You can also screw around with their poses once again. You can also change all their poses. He's wearing hard glasses right now. You can move him around too, have him influence the other characters in a way. And you can also change which one you want to control, like that. You can make him... oh, he's been launched in the air. You can also make them all look at the camera at the same time. You can turn it off and have them go back to their separate ways. So there you go. That's Star Pics. This one's a lot more robust than the Mii one, I think. But it really depends on who you want to actually take pictures of. So.
Again, you can always put these pictures out larger and get them bigger and more attractive in the screen. Of course, now it's telling you have...
oh, now it wants me to search again. Oh, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know you don't care if we have all these other cards in here. You know, seeing you trying to only recognize this guy. I gotta go through all this again. Come on! Personally, this one's a lot more maintenance than Face Raiders, so it kind of is not the one you play very often. Unless you're really interested in... but there's one thing about this that is very interesting. Unlike Face Raiders, which is pretty much all shown off to you within the span it was that I mean to show you, there's actually extra stuff to get by clicking this guy.
There's a shop that opens up, and what happens is that... this is the nighttime section. You don't actually have all these modes unlocked until you have to buy them first.
There's a shop here, but it's all sold out. You have to buy stuff with your play coins. So you have to walk around and earn play coins to buy each of these games.
Now we won't show you any of these because we want you to...
there's a clock, there's a globe, there's 3D tools, which essentially does the same thing as AR Shot did.
Graffiti, except it allows you to mess with it yourself.
AR Shot 2, Archery 2, Free Fishing, which is probably the most robust of them all, and a book to see all the fish you've captured. I think it's like 30.
There's 31 fishes.
So there's a lot of fish in there. There's a lot of depth into the free fishing game.
And those ultra modes are actually quite challenging.
Yes, they're a lot longer. I'm talking like 3 times longer than the original games. So if you really feel that the original game is actually pretty like simple, well, they're actually more like a taste of what you're going to get when you go into the full stuff.
So there you go.
So that is AR games. Now, we're not fully done with everything. We have to stop right now, but we're going to have a video talking about all the things for normal DS titles and how they run on the 3DS. And then maybe we'll have a special or something talking about how Pilot Sword is. But not now! So if I were to say anything, I'd say that's the entirety of what's on the Nintendo 3DS OS, outside and in, with the exception of the actual software itself.